Learning electronics this way will not only give me good grades but also make me more smarter and dangerous than my classmates. You have to reach that level in which you have all of this stuff which you can see in the background like multimeter, and there are some drones also which I am working currently on ESC of the drone, and you can see there is some the battery packs are here and many more tools are here you can see, and no, it's not for you, and many more things here. This is the AI building project which I am currently working on, but for now you just need only one thing which is here. For starting you just need this. I will also take one or two boards to show you that how these things are going to be worked together. I will also tell you that why I have choose this motor instead of this best motor. So right now I have taken away all the electronic modules and the components which are going to be used in this practical performance. So first of all, this is the gear motor, and I am going to turn on this gear motor by using this Arduino. And I know that what you are thinking is that bro, just directly connect its terminals to the VCC and GND pin of the Arduino board. Bro, I don't want to burn my $30 board. Okay, it's $10. Bro, it's not about the $30 or $10 thing. It's about the current and ampere which will use to motor to pull its thrust and the torque which drives this DC motor perfectly. I know I am being so much rude right now. So let's do practical performance by using this motor drive. Let's head on to the ChatGPT app and ask it to give me the code to run this gear motor directly with the Arduino. But yeah, I will be use a motor driver in the middle to save my Arduino board. Before that, I know that you have questioned that why I cannot run this motor directly with Arduino board. Means why it is important and necessary to connect a motor driver board in between the connections of motor and the microcontroller board, means Arduino board. In this world, each gear motor required a minimum current to rotate. Means to even get in the simpler motion for this motor, it requires a minimum current ratio. So we can assume like it requires a minimum 1 ampere of current to be getting the motion. If in the Arduino coding or program I have written that I want a fast speed, at that same time if I increase the speed in my Arduino app code and I have increased the speed to 2x or 4x, and at the same time the ampere will also be increased to 4x or 2x speed. So at that time I require not 1 ampere, but at that time I require 4 ampere or 5 ampere of current to run this simple gear motor also. So that's why the amperes is very much required. Even in electrical drives, the traction systems require their power modulator to convert the approximate output. Why I am explaining you my tomorrow's exam points. Head on to ChatGPT again and ask him to give me a code, simple code to run my motor in forward and reverse bias condition. So here I get the code and I also get my motor drivers and the Arduino board here. And let me also tell you which model I am using. It is the L293D motor driver module. Let's check that this code is working or not. So what problem here is happening that whenever I try to install the library from the Arduino app itself, then Arduino doesn't have that library which I have stated by the ChatGPT app. So I asked the ChatGPT to directly give me the link specifically to download that by a zip file, means outsource file type. Then I have installed that file directly and then I have added the zip. Right now we will just going to do the connections as per the code. The best part of this type of motor driver is, as you can see, there is a similar shapes of these two boards. So I just have to connect this on the mount. I have to just mount my motor driver module on the Arduino board just like this. It will take slightly more pressure to this. Yeah, as you can see it is fitted perfectly, and there is a microcontroller here and this is a motor driver here. And the best part is you can run 4 motors. 4 means same 4 similar high power motors like this on this module. So there is a connection in this you have to connect. You can connect any type of motors here. You can see there is motor for motor 1, motor 2, motor 3 and motor 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 connection types and these are the power supply. The important thing about the drivers is they have the jumper pin here. So remember that only supply only one power at one side. If you are powering Arduino board while doing coding, then remove this power, and if you are powering this, then remove this Arduino cable. But the problem is happening that some harmonics type sound is coming from this gear motor. Means it's like what I have stated in the starting point, that each motor required a minimum starting torque or minimum starting current ampere to get rotated. We get in the rotation. So that thing same is happening here. At that time when after uploading the code, this signal is started its work and this motor is getting its signal to be get rotated. But this my Arduino cable is already connected to my laptop. So at that time this motor is taking power directly from this Arduino port. So it is having minimum of 1 ampere or maximum 1.2 or 1.3 ampere of power supply. So this motor is not able to rotate, and these both chips are getting to be heated. At that time I feel that there is some heat, so I immediately removed that wire. So my motor driver is safe now. Now I will connect the external power supply to here. Power supply pins are given here, so I will going to connect that. So I am taking out my 2 cell holder of the lithium ion battery. So there are too much cell holders are here. So yeah, this is the 2 cell holder, as you can see. I'm going to insert my 2 lithium ion batteries inside it perfectly. Remember the positive and negative side, so that is the most important part of this installing while installing these types of batteries. I have installed the batteries, and let's first check that how much ampere of how much voltage these have. So I'm going to set the multimeter at 20 ohms of voltage side, and let's check it right now. So I hope so you are able to see. That how much voltage is there. That is 7.80 volt. So now I am going to connect my 2 wires directly to the positive and negative side of the motor driver. And let's see then is it working perfectly or not. So it has been day 2, and now I am going to go back in this work again, because yesterday I got so much tired because I had done the connection and I also supplied the power, but it is not working, and I thought that my motor driver is burned. So there is some mistake I have done in the connection, because I supplied the USB port and the external battery at the same time. So I think my motor driver should be burned. So let's check it that is it working perfectly or not. So it is working perfectly, as you can see. Let me show you by the close. Lighter smoke is coming outside this because there is so much white wire, because it is not stronger to add up this much of current. Let's try to do a spark nearby. It is so much dangerous. Have you saw that? My battery is gonna slightly heater. Yeah, it's heated. Now let's just connect it to the motor driver module, and let's check that our motor driver is still alive or it has burned. So right now I already had connected one DC motor along with this, because this draws too much current. So I have removed this motor and I have connected this small DC motor along with this. Let's test it that this motor driver will be able to drive this motor or will it not. So I have done the connections, and you can see there is a yellow jumper wire here. So if you are supplying 7 volt directly to this motor driver module, then that same power will go to the Arduino board. The Arduino onboard regulator will regulate it to its 5 volt DC input voltage. So we don't need to worry about that. But make sure about this yellow jumper wire, because many people forget this to cap on and they burned Arduino board also. So for your safety, keep this on, because I already done mistake one time. So I hope that my board is not get burned. As you can see, when I'm going to connect the wire, I have to hold my phone like this because this is my microphone. So when I'm that bit, it is so much hard to do by 2 hands only. I don't need 4 hands. What are we talking? Okay, so as I have connected, you can see the green light already glowed on the motor driver, and also in the Arduino board you can see red light. But my chip is going to be slightly warmer right now. So you can see there is some noise is coming from the motor. Means the motor driver is trying to rotate the motor, but the motor is not able to rotate because it requires high thrust, means slightly more current to be get rotated. But there is a problem. I am damn sure that there is some problem in my motor driver, that it is not able to rotate this miniature 5 volt DC motor only. Even I have applied 7.70 volts of DC power here. So there is some problem. Definitely there is some problem in my microcontroller. Sorry, not microcontroller, but in my motor driver board. See, there is noise some coming. I am trying to show you by microphone. So there is some noise coming from this. Let me show you by. So when I push it by hand, it will start rotating. Let me show you. it is started rotating. It has stopped. Now it is not again rotating because I have adjusted a PWM like that. It will first spin slowly for 2 seconds and then after 1 second of delay it will spin again for 2 seconds for faster duration. So right now it is not able to rotate slowly. It is only able to rotate faster, but only after I have to give a hand movement to this motor. So I will be trying to give him movement. Let me tell you actual fact about this motor driver module, that this motor driver is not suitable. I don't recommend you to buy this motor driver because it is so much sensitive and it has not any protections like power protection, supply protection. No, it has never any types of protection have. When the motor will try to pull or draw the more current, then this motor driver will not have any protection. I have not removed my battery power supply, so I have to remove that first. Okay. So now my Arduino board is safe. Motor driver is already burned, so we don't have to worry about it. I will buy it new later. So the simple fact is, don't buy these types of motor driver module. You can buy any other motor driver module. You can find the reviews on the websites, Amazon, which are more reliable. You can also ask ChatGPT for nowadays. So now this practical is failed, but don't worry, we have another practical to do is this. There is the smallest OLED screen you can see. Let me try to zoom in and you can see it is very much smaller. And we have to write our own name. You can also write your name, and the best part of this OLED screen that you can also use in your SPI screen, like in your calculator display or your scientific calculator display. You can change that. You have to do some types of techniques to hold that screen on the calculator, and then you have to remove that back side of that fluid of the screen. And there are many more techniques to do this. I will make a specific video on this, that how you can attach this in your scientific calculator and you can read something, your favorite things. So let's do the connections first. There are total 4 pins, simple as all LCD has the same thing: SDA, SCL, VCC and GND. These are the 4 pins. You have to connect it to your ESP. I am going to, the main thing I forgot, that I have also have a new ESP32 chip. This is the powerful microcontroller. No, I am not going to tell you that it has Wi-Fi Bluetooth, that you already know, but I have spoken again, sorry. So let me do connection and let me show you after that how it's going to be work, and it's crazy. There are some jumper wires I have to connect it. I am using female to female jumper wires to connect my OLED screen directly to my ESP. I said actually that these jumper wires are too much weak. I have buy hundreds of jumper wires and it has. Now that also means that I am not good about connecting jumper wires, but I am very much good about doing soldering wires. I have grown many. I have another channel which has over 1k subscribers. In that I have made hundreds of circuits. I will also attach that link in my description, so you can also subscribe to that channel. So first of all, now let's move to our connection. Then let me show you after writing my name on this OLED screen. This is just so much best practical. Now let me complete it. So I have done the connections like this on the ESP32 board for the OLED screen. And now let's upload the code from the ChatGPT app. So as our code is uploaded and our thing is working perfectly, I don't know how can I show to you because it is so much weird wiring here. So I know that you are not able to see on the screen that what is written. So I have to update the font and I will enlarge the font and then I will show you that what I have written on this. So I asked the ChatGPT to increase my font and yeah, my code is ready, and let me upload the new code. So as you can see here, I have written subscribe now text on this. I don't know that you are able to see this or not. So finally your practical demo has been completed about 2 things. One is OLED, which is working perfectly, and the another thing is motor driver, which has been successfully damaged by me. So what's next you are seeing on this channel, let me know in the comment section.